All right, let me set this up. It's a nice day outside. And I hope you guys are in good spirits. Okay, looks like it's going good. But for some of you, I know that you guys have been waiting for this. And to that end, I say, it's time! It's time for the show to begin. Hello, everybody, to Jew22 here. And also hello to Patty. The famous Patty is here. All right. So this is a good opportunity for you guys to go get some snacks and stuff like that. There we go. Got it. And hello to Carlos Larry. Okay, good. All right, so far we have Patty and Carlos. And of course, the famous Dakota is here. But it's great to see Dakota. And I may as well go over... Oh, yeah. Yes. Let me go over the teams that are in this. So, of course, the likes of the Toronto Blue Jays, the Yankees, Philadelphia Phillies, and the Padres have first-round byes. All the other teams, especially the ones that you see in front of you, are in the wild card series. So, and we also have Brandon Cuevas as well. All right, cool. So, very simple question. And also hello to Aaron as well. Very simple question. Who wants to go first? And I think we just got our answer. Joshua just got in on it. But no worries, though. I'm going to get through all the games. So every series is a best of 3. So we have 4 series in the wild card. We have 4 in the divisional round, 2 in the league series, and of course the World Series is 1. So we're going to get through as many games as we can within the time limit that we have. Of course, we'll do some more streams when, if time permits and, things like that. So with all that said, let's get to it. All right, so it looks like Joshua got it in, so it's going to be the Orioles and the Rangers. So we have Joshua, Sly Cooper, and Diamond Light. So I'll reach out to everybody else, and then reach out to. Well, I know that AJ and Rob are. Well, I'll still let them know. Yes, the Phillies have a first-round bye, so you get to just chill and ultimately figure out... Eventually, you'll figure out who you'll have to fight. So, yeah, you get to just chill. One of the perks of being on a very good team. It should be said. All right. Hey, what's up, FMF Gaming? Great to see you. It's good to see you, man. Okay, let me just get those involved in this first game. Okay, so let me do this. So this is a good opportunity for you guys to go get some stacks and stuff like that. And of course, our good friend Rob Gamer. All right, so I got that. And then, of course, for Joshua, I'm going to get your teammates. So we'll be right there, my friend. So, yeah, Joshua, are you looking forward to this, my friend? By the same token, let me get Mr. Sly Cooper. And last but not least, let me get Mr. Diamond Light. All right, got it. Okay, so we got it. So we have Ninja playing Dynasty Warriors. Well, it's time for the show, baby. Yeah, we'll play it. Oh, what? Oh no. Oh, it says all preceding games will be simulated. Dang it. Oh, wait. What about this one? Can I go here? No. What about this game? No. Oh, okay. Do I have a game with the White Sox? Wait, the White Sox? They're not even in this. You know what? Oh, that's right, because... Okay, there we go. Yeah. There we go. Okay. I did it wrong, but alright, so we got it. We got it now. Okay, cool. Got it. Alright, we got it. Oh, yeah, that's... Let me see. Oh! Oh, yeah, Melina. Where's Melina? Oh, yeah, no, Melina's the general manager of the Atlanta Braves. So, unless you forgot that, that's who she's the GM of. But she is the GM. That is true. But it is good to see you there, Melina. Yeah, it was the Atlanta Braves. And that plus the Braves actually have a first round bye, so you get to just chill for the time being. But yeah, there you see the United States of America.
It's the Baltimore Orioles and the Texas Rangers. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this.
So, yeah, our first game will take place here in Texas.
John Shambi and Chris Singleton with you, and we're just about set to get this wild card series underway, Singy. Game one has outsized importance in a 3-game set.
Yeah, Boog, it's a huge game. There's no doubt about it. Guys are always talking about setting the tone in game one of a series.
There you go.
In a 3-game series.
Well, good luck to everyone involved.
Get set. So this is no ordinary series opener.
Oh, well, here are the lineups.
First pitch coming your way next.
And I'll go through the lineups when we get there. Or I'll mention the pitchers and then the starters as we go through it. So we'll start with the Rangers. You have Jacob deGrom, who is the starting pitcher. And as far as the pitching staff is concerned for the Rangers, you have a closing pitcher in A.J. Cool Kid. And for the Orioles, they have two relievers in Sly Cooper and Diamond Light. Yeah, a former Met. So those are the pitching staffs for each team. Fouls it away.
Yeah, that's too high.
Too high.
High 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart.
I probably should have put the oh well.
Chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Fouled away.
And they'll do it again.
Hi, AJ. You're just in time for the first game of the post series. But yeah, for Molina, the Braves have a first round bye, so you get to chill until the beginning of the division series. Andromeda. Well, Andromeda. Whoa! And is it out? It's out! It just cleared the pole, and the Baltimore Orioles take the lead 1-0 thanks to Cedric Mullins. Wow! I was just about to answer the question, but yeah, she took over for Atticus for the Miami Marlins.
Well, you gotta love a game that brings some action from the jump, and at the plate, he was looking for a pitch to absolutely drive. And, you know,
just on the left side, man, second deck. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at this again. All right.
Comes up to hit.
Almost a second depth cut, but a little higher than that. All right, so Baltimore takes an early 1-0 lead, but again, it's early.
He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, and he occasionally uses a curve. Next offering is in for a strike.
All right, 1-1 is the count.
Already given up a home run in this inning. Going to really have to bear down.
That's in there.
1-2 is the count.
I think it's huge.
I should also mention that it's under that the designated hitter rule is off in the sense that even the pitcher has to hit. All right, so here you have Joshua James, and fouls it off. Now, Joshua James is the GM, but he's also a second baseman. He weighs 222 pounds and stands at 6 feet tall, and he pops it up. All right, 2 down.
right, let's take a look at the Orioles lineup.
Oh, well, here's the lineup
The
here.
sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line.
So next is Gunnar Henderson.
Really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base
AJ,
hit,
of course, rooting for the Rangers.
frustrating. You just hit one on the screw.
You have to think that if the Rangers can get a lead, AJ will be out to close out the game.
He wants to give the bullpen
That's what AJ is going to be paid to do.
Because he knows he can strike anybody out. And the way that hitters are swinging, they're trying to lift, trying to get the ball in the air. He's going to take advantage of that.
2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in Game 1 of the Wild Card Series.
Hey there, Atticus. How you doing?
And the count is 3-1.
So you get to see your girls in action.
Yeah, and he's coming right at you. He's going to get ahead in the
Now, it's Andromeda you'll be able to see earlier because she's with the Marlins and they don't have a first-round bye.
4 pitches that are nasty. You are very defensive. And
Oh, I'm sorry. The Braves don't have a first-round bye. I'm so sorry. I keep forgetting the Braves are not good as they used to be. My mistake. I'm so used to the 21 Braves, not the 26 or 25 Braves. My bad. Yeah, of course. Well, the thing is, I always want to switch it up per season. Last time I had it universally. This time I turned it off to mainly just to switch it up. That's really what it is.
There's a foul ball.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team.
Well,
really
that is if
good
time
ball.
permits.
To find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss.
Not a problem, Carlos.
And hit the reset button.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
But yeah, next season it will go back to the Classic Series where the American League has it, but not the National League. You know, the old rules.
Tosses to first.
All right, well that's a third out, but not before Cedric Mullins hits a home run to end off to start the game.
Now a 1-0 ball game. You're
To start the
watching
game.
American League Wild Card Series on the show.
Yeah, that's a big hit there.
Back here with my pal Singy and today's starter, Zach Eflin.
Well, it comes
Zach
together with a
Eflin
5-pitch mix.
coming
For him,
in.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons.
But yeah, Joshua, I got to say you did a great job picking, selecting 2 relievers because you have a team that can hit. You just needed a team that can pitch.
He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
But one person that one will have to contend with is Jose Blanco.
And that is out of play.
Jose Blanco is a center fielder.
Here's your 1. Gets the strike. That was the sweep.
Oh, wow, that was a little high, but
Line drive.
and he hits it, but it was a little too high.
And there's 1 down.
1 down.
And now we take a look at the Rangers lineup. And Chris, they're not lacking for players that can hit the ball over.
And then, of course, you see another guy that I'll mention later on, but he's at left field.
Are not just going to feed them fastballs down the middle. They're going to have to get deeper into counts and sometimes take the walks. But when
Marcus
they get their
Semien.
pitches, they don't usually miss them, and that's what I'm expecting to see here.
Of course, he was instrumental in the Texas Rangers winning the World Series in
Marcus
23.
Semien, with 1 down, takes the strike. 1 out, bases empty. Next
Fouls it away.
Outside.
Too low.
And the count is 1-2. Gets a piece.
Fouls it away again.
That one down the line.
Fouled again.
And foul ball. Fouls it off. Still
Well, I'll say this, though. If he can continue to foul off pitches, I mean, that's only going to help the Rangers in the long run. But that time he finally got past Simeon. Strikeout. First one for Eflin, excuse me. Corey Seager. I definitely remember him as part of the 2020 Los Angeles Dodgers.
2 outs, base is empty.
And what I remember about it was that, you know, the Dodgers won the series here in Texas. And three up, 3 down for the Rangers. And at the end of one inning, it is 1-0 Baltimore. Only in Baltimore.
Game 1 of this wild card.
Although in this case, I don't think AJ's going to sing Good Morning Baltimore. So this is a full 9-inning game. Mainly for the fact that I couldn't make these games shorter. I had to make them. It's 9 innings, like full stop. So that's the only thing I couldn't change.
Electric for this game. Such a great postseason atmosphere.
Like, I could change the number of games per series. I just couldn't change the number of innings a game. Oh, nice dive. Got the stop. And Colton Cowser gets the opening hit. And that will be scored a hit by the scorer.
Just missed.
Nothing like the drama you get in the postseason, Boog. Love being a part of these games.
Cowser aboard here at first with nobody out. O'Neill, a multi-gold glove award winner, hitting 7th in today's lineup.
And a foul. Yep, fouled away.
2013. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
Well, he got him to swing outside the zone, and now it's 1-2. Fouled away.
Now. Knocks that
fouled again.
And we'll do it again.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Nobody out. Runner at first.
Oh.
In the dirt, but kept close.
In the dirt, but stayed in.
As the count moves to 2-2. DeGrom checks the runner. Cowser dives back in.
All right, so making sure the runner stays at first.
About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat.
All right, full count. Got him looking.
He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strike.
That's another K there. Look at this.
Because he thought it was ball 4, and he wasn't wrong. It was a close pitch.
Wow.
Easy call, but especially after
hey, Goku, what's up, man?
Crazy getting rung up like that.
By the way, your boy Rob is in this game. Oh, good hit there. But it's caught. And, yep, nice catch there. That's 2 down. But anyway, how's it going there, Mr. Goku?
And now here is Zach Eflin.
Now, I will say for Goku, you were a late addition in the sense that I had somebody in the series that was going to be in it, but then, well, that person got suspended and then got let go. So then I was able to, so then after that I was able to get you in it. And would you like to know where you ended up? You're just multitasking? All right, cool. But I imagine you're also helping Rob on his own stream, so I see it. All right, so now we have pitcher against pitcher.
And that one off the outside edge.
Really good.
But, you know, back in the day, like, like prior to 1974, the American League didn't have the designated hitter rule.
Struck him out, and he's registered 3 Ks in this one. And the
Oh, there's Jose.
But they hold a 1-0 lead.
Oh, this is so cool. Nice.
Back at Globe Life Field. We head to the bottom of the second.
There you see him, your boy Rob Gamer. Let's see what Rob can do.
Outside low, and that's ball 1.
Ball inside.
Umpiring behind the plate for us today.
The PG Prince, Rob Gamer. Wait, what makes him the PG Prince? Or is it the fact that he keeps it PG, bro? I can understand that part.
And that's in for a strike.
Ooh, strike.
Kind of, I don't know, you'd say maybe an
All right, count is 2-1.
Really consistent, very fair. That one foul.
Ooh, good hit. But it's foul. Okay. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that.
And that just
Ooh, that was low, but it could have been called a strike. But it's a full count. Rob is going to protect unless it's that far out.
battling here as he fouls.
And he does protect. Still a full count. And that's what the Rangers are going to have to do, is drive up the pitch count on Zach Eflin. Fouls it away.
That smash.
Ooh, good hit, but a little too high.
Calls it in.
One down.
And now Jack Peterson.
Jacques Peterson, another former member of the 2020 Los Angeles Dodgers team that won. Wow, what a shot! And no, it stays in the yard.
And Jack is going to have himself a double.
A stand-up double for the Rangers, so the Rangers get on the board in terms of hits. Yeah, easy double for Jock. A little more to the left, and that would have been a ground rule double, so it would have been the same thing. Jake Berger's up next. Oh, little too low. But of course, Peterson was unable to advance. A well-placed hit for Berger, and
that's off the plate.
And Texas, and then Texas will be able to tie this thing up again. Kind of funny because I actually had a Berger myself. Not Jake Berger, but I had Jack in the box. Really good stuff. 3-0 is the count.
There's a strike.
Ooh! For a moment I thought that was out, but it was in. And hit right towards the shortstop. And the out at first. 2 down. Well, that was a nothing burger for Jake Berger.
Kyle Higashioka stepping in for
Kyle Higashioka. Now, this is someone new. I've never heard of him, but... Hey, what's up, Mr. Jesse Jackhammer? And look at that. There's a horse. And it's a base hit. Will this get it?
around third. Here's the throw to the plate. It's offline.
And the Rangers tie the game.
Quickly, no messing around right there. You often hear the phrase short
That's the Rangers mascot. Awesome. I don't know what his name is, but he looks cool. Or she. I'm not sure. Don't want to be sexist.
Here's Josh Young. Right through there.
So the Rangers do tie it.
They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
Josh Young. And wow, broke the bat. And well, that's an out, but thanks to Kyle Ishigulka, we have tied the game. Wait, from Subway.
And welcome back to the ballpark.
Well, now we're back to Cedric Mullins at the top of the order, the guy that hit that home run. Welcome, Troy.
They had a foul ball.
Ooh. Ooh, McDonald's, and he hits it, but not far enough, and not deep enough. Nice catch there by Rob Gamer. So Rob Gamer is a left fielder. I forgot to mention that. Ooh, that's a tough one. Ooh. Yeah, that's actually a good question.
And that one upstairs, ball one.
You know, I'd have to go with. You know, I'd have to go with Slinky, especially the first two movies.
That one misses.
Like Slinky.
And it's 2-1.
But then if we're going with the third movie onward, then I would have said Mr. Prickle Pants. Wow! Nice catch!
Wow, that was an awesome leaping catch. Great reactions.
I mean, great hit, but an even better play. That was just a great catch.
Joshua James.
Yours is Slinky Dog? All right, cool. But no, Mr. Prickle Pants from the third movie onward then became my favorite character, mainly for the fact that he was voiced by former James Bond actor Timothy Dalton.
Another ball.
2-0.
So yeah, Timothy Dalton voices Mr. Prickle Pants.
Next one misses. Ball 3.
And the thing is, in the first two movies, Slinky was voiced by the late great, what's his face, Jim Varney. And Joshua gets a walk. So Joshua gets on base via a walk. That's the one thing you don't want to do, is give Joshua a free base.
Gunnar Henderson walked his first time. Runner takes off, pitch in for a strike.
And Joshua's going for a stolen base, and he is safe. Joshua gets a stolen base.
Chris, his wheels with a difference.
Look at this.
On that play just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a.
And look at Joshua's awesome hair.
His athleticism worked for him on that.
Next pitch is outside.
Fouled away.
And on second, 2 down. That misses.
Ooh, that was too low and too inside. Yeah, way too inside. Now it's a full count. Gunnar Henderson. Fouled away. Well, we're at the third inning, and already Jacob deGrom is at 57 pitches. I mean, this has to be a concern because unless he can, you know, get some quick innings under his belt, he's not going to last very long.
And it remains 3-2. And that one is lifted
And
in the air.
what a hit, but
And
caught by
that's it.
Rob Gamer.
So it's no runs, no base hits, no errors, and one left on. We move
All right, so
on
it's
to the
1-1.
bottom of inning number 3. All tied 1-1.
As we go into the bottom of the third. Again, of a full 9-inning game.
And now up to the plate, Jacob deGrom.
Making his first plate appearance is Jacob deGrom himself.
Yeah, and when a guy can help himself, everyone seems to enjoy it. You look at the dugout when a guy gets a hit or maybe hits a home run as a pitcher.
Oh, yeah.
It kinda lifts the mood.
Hang on a moment. Let me do this.
Where are you on universal DH?
Well, I would say that I like the National League style of play with pitchers hitting. I like the strategy. I like how it affects
The poop
the
scoreboard?
moves. So I enjoy
foul.
seeing the pitchers come to the plate.
I wish I could move it, but I can't. I'll just have to remember to move the chat on the left or on the top.
And that one.
But that's my fault there. Anyway, 2-2 is the count. And hit towards Joshua.
Slings to first.
Joshua gets the first out. One down.
So the lineup flips over.
All right, so now we have Jose Blanco again.
Jose Blanco. He's 0 for 1.
I hope you like your look there, Mr. Jose.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
No, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I tell you what, I hated that pitch.
I mean, isn't that so like Jose Blanco? Oh wait, I forgot. That is him. That is him. Oh, a carter. Really? Oh, I get it. You're cocaine drug lord. Fouls it away. Well, now Jose and the rest of the Rangers are going to have to do to Zach Elfin what the Orioles are doing with
line and a base hit into right. So
with
the man aboard with a 1-out single.
With Jacob deGrom, and that is drive up the pitch count. Or you could do what he just did, and that's get hits. Nice hit there by Jose as he gets on first.
That's a pure stroke. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense.
Marcus Semien is up next.
Here is Marcus Semien. That one catches the zone, and that is strike 1.
0-1.
Fouled away.
Man at first, one away.
3-time All-Star in 21, 23, and 24. That's awesome.
Swing and a ball lifted
And
in the air.
And that's going to drop. That's back-to-back hits. And Jose is going to make it all the way to third. Another base hit, but it was well placed enough to where Jose can get to third.
That was maybe even a little off the plate, but no problem getting the barrel to it. Man, he does such a nice job. And that's what you're supposed to do with the pitch in that location.
Runners at the corners here.
Corey Seager's up next.
And the batter will be the shortstop. Corey Seager.
Well, I'll tell you what, though, even though the Rangers are not driving up the count, they're certainly tagging him up. That's just as effective. And if you're the Orioles, you got to hope that Zach can get it together here, get a double play.
Ground ball right side could be 2.
That's one. Well, they get the one.
Seager is gone.
Well, they get the sure out at first, but unfortunately, they were unable to get the out at home plate. So that was a sacrifice.
This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport.
So the Rangers do lead 2-1. And we're back with Rob Gamer. Wow, what a shot!
That's back there.
And you can put it on the board! Yes! Rob Gamer! He's the man with the Midas touch!
Anytime in that at bat move, aggressive, and it paid off.
And it's out!
It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. The slight opposite field into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
I mean, he knew it was out. Look how far this ball goes. Yeah. Oh, wow. And it actually bounced back into the field. Well, now Zach Eflin is in deep trouble. He's going to have to lock in, because if he doesn't, this is not going to last very long. All right, 1-2 is the count.
That's outside. 2-2.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Well, hit right towards the pitcher. They get the final out, but the damage was done. Look at this. Look at this home run by Rob Gamer. I mean, the game was already tied, or actually, no, it was 2-1 at that point. But then a 2-run home run by Rob Gamer, and the Rangers are up 4-1.
And set to lead off the fourth, Jordan Westberg.
Well, the Orioles will have to are going to have to slowly but surely get back in this. If not, at least drive up the count of Jacob deGrom, as we have some activity in the bullpen with Milner and Dunning getting ready, depending on what pitching matchups the manager will employ.
And strike two.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there.
A little low on that last pitch there, but it was low. It was low.
Asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Right side.
And fouled away.
Foul.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And he grounds one to the right.
And nice stop. And they got the out at first. One down.
Well, he looks so comfortable making that play, dives, comes up with it, and then from one knee, like he's just playing catch with his kid. Nice throw across the diamond at first.
Yeah, that was that was just a great play. I mean, there's no doubt about that. Great play.
Hit for Baltimore. Colton Cowser reached on an infield single his first time.
And hit the other way, but foul.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything.
Colton Cowser 1 for 1 with a single.
Bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
There's a strike.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
Struck him.
Oh, got him down.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter.
And that's the 4th strikeout for deGrom.
You want to be ready to hit the fastball.
And now he's at 69 pitches. I wish I had the wah-wah guitar, but I have to do it myself. Ooh, almost hit him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Got to be careful there if you're deGrom.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. And that one fouled off. In the air,
Ooh, good hit,
down the line,
but it's
seats.
fouled.
1-2. That one just misses.
2-2 to count.
Nice hit. Oh, well,
Safe at first, no play.
well, nice stop, but that's going to still result in a hit. So a hit for the Orioles for Tyler O'Neill.
And it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
Now here is Adley Rutschman.
Adley Rutschman 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Ripped on a line.
Nice hit.
Peterson makes the
But it was caught by Peterson, and that's the end of the top of the fourth.
4-1.
Next up, we have Berger, Higashoka, and Young. Or Jung.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now it's going to be Jake Berger.
So last time we had a nothing burger from Jake Berger. I had the ultimate cheeseburger, or bacon ultimate cheeseburger, at Jack in the Box. And then I believe Troy said he had McDonald's.
It really hasn't happened. They've made contact on nearly 100%.
So he had that. Well, Berger is fouling off some pitches from Eflin.
That's a ball.
That one was too low.
Quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Yeah, that's exactly what he'll have to do.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count.
Ooh, nice shot. Patty makes her own burgers. Awesome. Well, however, Berger hits it at the deepest part of the field, and that was enough for Cowher to get it. But that's cool. You make your own burgers. You know, it's always good to make your own burgers. My dad, like, whenever he comes over to my house, and like whenever we have a barbecue at my house, like, he's the grill master, and he makes some really good burgers himself.
Fought off foul. Foul ball.
Foul ball. Wow.
Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the
1 and 2 is the count.
And they'll do it again.
Now Eflin is at 60 pitches. Too high.
2 strikes.
Just misses without one.
Swing and a miss, and a strikeout. That's the second. That's only the second for Eflin.
That's good composure right there. He found a way to come back with another good pitch to get him to swing and miss.
You want an indoor electric grill?
That one the other way.
I could recommend the George Foreman grill, but hey, whatever grill works for you, that's cool.
Sliced down the right.
Oh, nice hit, but sliced away.
2 down, nobody on.
I don't know if AJ's watching, but I guess maybe he doesn't want to jinx it. Understandable. 0-2 is the count.
Here's the 0-2. And that one ripped.
And is that going to stay fair? It does.
Around first and hustling for second. The throw in. Throw is offline, and he's got a double.
All right, so that's a stand-up double for Josh Jung. The other Double J.
Kept his back through the ball and didn't pull off or roll his hands over. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double.
Here's the pitcher, Jacob deGrom. Rounded out.
All right, so now the pitcher, Jacob deGrom, gets to get a chance to hit.
To the left.
Well, I'll tell you what, at least with the designated hitter rule off for this season, you truly do get to see some two-way players here.
Foul ball still 0-2. And that one almost got him.
That almost got him, though.
Young at second with 2 down.
Hey, what's up, Brandon Cornwell? Now, for Spike Ryan, I should mention where he is. He's...
Got him looking.
Well, deGrom got struck out, but...
For Texas, but they lead it 4-1.
Where's Spike Ryan? Oh, yeah, he's with the Houston Astros. Wow, that is so cool. Bandcam.
And there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Hobie Milner.
Hobie Milner making his first appearance in relief. No worries. I mean, all you really missed was the first, what was it, the first 4 innings? Yeah, the first 4 innings. You're at the top of the 5th out of 9 innings here. So now we have Zach Eflin hitting himself.
6'3" lefty, 185 pounds. He joined the team as a free agent. Yeah, that's fouled off.
One bright spot for the visitors is the fact that their opponent is already eaten into the bullpen. They can still change the course of the entire series, even if they lose game 1.
Nice hit, and Eflin is going to do the damage himself. And, well, that's a base hit single. I guess Eflin didn't want to chance it. And, you know, good call on his part.
Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Cedric Mullins, the next to hit for the Orioles. He's already homered in this game.
Yep, he's already homered in this game, and let's see if he could do it again. That'll cut it to a 1-run lead for the Texas Rangers, but that's if he could hit a home run. At this point, they just need to get a string of hits. That's what they need.
Yeah, that's a little bit high.
A little too high, though. Nice hit, but too high. And caught by Jose Blanco. 1 down. Well, anyway, there you see Jose, number 76.
Both 2 in this one. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And another ball.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, you're going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Ooh, nice hit, but fouled away.
Leading by 3, and we're at the top of the 5th. Now this is in the air down the line. Settles under.
It's going high, but not far enough. 2 down. Caught by Rob Gamer. But no, it's good that you're here, Mr. Cornwell. So yeah, if time permits, we'll have another game.
And into the box for Baltimore.
Next up is back up on the on the mound or at the plate is Joshua James.
through there for a strike.
He's 0 for 1 with a walk and a stolen base, so at least we know that Joshua, when he's on base, he's dangerous.
Can't get him into scoring position. They're going to need a big knock. Try to put something up on the board.
The 0-1. Tap foul.
Fouled away.
Two outs.
Too low.
This is down and away.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
1 and 2 is the count.
Got him looking.
Ooh, got him looking. And Joshua got baited.
Successful. And the Orioles lead 1. And this is still a 4-1 ball game.
So it's a, yep, 4-1 ball game it is still.
Back now to start the bottom of the fifth.
All right, so here is one of the Orioles relievers, and that is Diamond Light himself.
A lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
And I got to say, Diamond Light looks really good.
Rangers leadoff hitter, Jose Blanco.
But we'll find out how Jose is going to handle him, or if Diamond Light is going to handle Jose head-to-head. Here we go.
And first off,
Ooh, good hit, but
Well,
foul.
Rangers putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me
Too
like
low.
they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Swinging
Fouled
it
again.
straight back. That missed by a lot.
Too low.
The count now 2
And too far away.
Breaking ball.
And way too low. Full count. And that drops. That's 2 back-to-back singles for Jose Blanco. I mean, Jose, how are you doing this, man?
So digging in, Marcus Semien.
Well, there's the mascot.
That one is downstairs, and it's 1-0. Blanco gets his lead at first with nobody out. Close, but called the ball.
Ooh, I'm surprised that didn't get called a strike. That was close, though.
Speedy guy at first. He's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
2-1.
That one
Oh, that's a good hit,
O'Neal sizing this one up,
but not far enough.
and it's caught for the
One
out.
down.
Here comes Corey Seager. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
Well, Seager has that
Doesn't just
RBI
start at game time.
sacrifice,
It starts in the afternoon,
but has yet to get an actual hit.
for the ball game. I tell you what,
Swing and a
his
miss.
teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Comes up empty.
Swing and a miss.
Strike 2.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Foul ball. It stays nothing in
Fouled
2.
away. 0-2 is the count. Well, AJ, I gotta say they took the lead 4-1 after trailing 1-0. But as always, it's never over until it is.
The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches.
But right now, Diamond Light is at the mound in relief.
Just give up a first pitch single and have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
He delivers outside.
Right now, it's the bottom of the 5th, so you're more than halfway there. Swing and a miss.
Hangs on for strike 3.
And, well, Diamond Light got the strikeout.
To even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
But right here, this is your guy right here. Rob Gamer hit a 2-run home run in the 4th, the bottom of the fourth.
There's a strike.
But this time he's facing off against your oddly enough your teammate Diamond Light. Jose's already at first. And is that
after the 0-1 pitch,
oh
check down to first. He went around, says Rusty Valentine.
So that was a check swing strike. 0-2 is the count.
And
Too low.
skips in
1-2.
Breaking ball.
And got him looking. Well, that's going to end off the inning, but
as they hold on to a 4-1 lead.
But it's still 4-1 Texas going into the sixth.
Game 1 of this wild card series. And now the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson.
Now Hobie Milner is pitching.
That one at the knees.
Ooh, got him.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
Hard hit, right
And
side.
hit right towards the first baseman.
Takes it on his own,
And that's
down
one
the board.
down. That was to Jake Berger.
Jordan Westberg, the next to hit for the Orioles, has grounded out a couple of times. It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike.
Got it.
And I
Got
think
it low
that
in the
skill
strike
set really
zone.
upgrades the position because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Just
Too low.
missed. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game,
Little outside.
surprise a lot
2-1
of
is the
people.
count.
You're gonna be able to put him in center field.
Right now, the Orioles just have to string a they just have to string some hits. That's what they got to do. It's easier said than done, but it can be done.
Next offering is
Too low, though.
base is empty, one away.
Although one thing you don't want to do if you're the Rangers is put people on base for free. You don't want to walk them.
Swing.
And you also don't want to give up hits like that.
Snags it
But
for the
Rob
second.
Gamer, of course, comes through. He's the man with the Midas touch. Because he was able to catch that ball.
Base is empty. Next to hit, Colton Cowser. The sweeper catches the low part of the zone for a strike.
And this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Next offering is fouled back.
And a hit, but hit right towards the second baseman to Simeon. And they get the out at first to Berger.
No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots do up. It's the
Yep,
Rangers
5, 6, 7.
4, and the Orioles 1.
11.
Back in Arlington, bottom of the 6th inning. Leading off, Jock Peterson. And the first pitch fastball.
Ooh,
is
got
in
one.
for a strike.
Got one for a strike. 11th round pick. That's interesting.
Good eye right
Outside, that's a
there.
ball.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
Swing and a miss.
That's 3 straight strikeouts.
Yep, 3 straight strikeouts for Diamond Light. And if that's the case, you know, you'd have to think Baltimore, if they could just keep that up, and then they can put some hits together, they can get back in this.
Comes up empty with a swing there.
Although popped up, but out.
0-2 now. And that's
Too low.
2 strikes.
Ooh, nice shot by Jake Berger, and not quite far enough. 2 down.
Two outs, base is empty. Up next for the Rangers, Kyle Higashioka.
Higashioka up next. He's got an RBI thus far with a base hit.
He never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Ooh, good hit, but hit right towards shortstop, and they get the out at first. That's a 1-2-3 inning. Well, up next it's going to be O'Neill, Rutschman, and Diamond Light himself is going to finally take his at bat.
A discussion
Can't even talk.
at home plate now, and I think they're making a double switch.
So we have a double switch. What's going on here? Chris Martin up next.
He'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup on the double switch. Jonah Heim, he'll move into the 9th spot in the lineup. And into the box for Baltimore, Tyler O'Neill. The Orioles in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at bat out of him right here.
See the velocity 97 with that fastball. Out to short.
And Tyler O'Neill, oh, nice stop, but cannot get the out at first. So that's a base hit for Tyler O'Neill, a former Yankee. So we have Chris Martin at the plate, or at the mound, I should say.
Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
That one fouled off.
Fouled away.
The Orioles trailing by 3 here in the late stages of game 1.
Swing and a miss.
Right by him.
First strikeout for Martin.
An inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes. If you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate.
So we have a pitch hitter in Ramon Urias.
That was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
So that's going to prevent Diamond Light from getting a chance to hit. Although this might drop. It does drop.
Safely into second. He's got a double.
And now we have runners at second and third. So for the Orioles, this is their best chance to get right back in this game. So just when you thought it was over, it's not.
Every time. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ballgame.
Yeah, lands right fair, just past Peterson.
Cedric Mullins now at the plate.
And here's Mullins, the man who hit that home run to start the game.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1. Tying run at the plate. And that one fouled off.
Ooh, fouled off. 1-1.
The 1-1. Swing and attacker that rolls foul. The tying run at the plate.
Swing and a miss. That's a big strikeout there by Chris Martin.
hands, and it just eats him off. It's hard to get the
2 down.
on a pitch like that in tight. You just feel like you're crowded on the inside part of the plate. Can't get any extension. That's when he definitely should have laid off on.
And now the first baseman, Ryan O'Hearn.
Ryan O'Hearn 0 for 3, but he's got to come up with something big.
Inside corner, ball 1.
A bit too inside on that last pitch there. Strike out, fly out, line out. The result is still the same, hitless.
Top of the zone for
Ooh.
a strike. Meanwhile,
so at the bullpen we have Webb and AJ Cool Kid himself.
Getting cranked up as well. With the tying run at the plate.
I mean, we are at the top of the 7th.
That's down and in.
Too low.
Just missed.
Almost feel like he's frustrated.
And of course you have on deck Joshua James.
Waiting on deck if they extend the inning.
If you're Chris Martin, you want to get this guy out. If you walk him, you potentially put yourself at a big disadvantage against Joshua James, although he pops it up, does Ryan O'Hearn, and the Orioles come up empty-handed.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start
Andrew Kittredge.
Andrew Kittredge.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Josh Young getting ready to hit. Up and in, ball 1. And another ball. Two and 0 the count. Here it comes.
That's ball 3.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if they walk you.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
All right, so we got a leadoff walk, and not what you wanted to do if you were Kittredge.
And at first, now at the plate, Jonah Heim taking his first at bat of the game after entering on defense. That one misses. That's 5 straight. Pitch misses.
All right. So you have Jonah Heim at the plate.
A little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Here's a 2-0. And there's the ball.
Too low.
Activity in the bullpen for Baltimore. Gregory Soto up and loosening in the pen.
Gregory Soto and Akin in the bullpen.
And there's the automatic. Young on at first. Nobody out. That one's in there. Counts full. 3-2.
Ooh, got it at the corner. I'd have thought I thought that was going to be out, but no, it was in. Full count.
Gets a piece there.
Fouled away.
Again. And ball
Ooh,
4.
too high. And that's back-to-back walks.
First and second. No
But now you have Jose Blanco.
Will hit next. He is quite an athlete.
And he's already got 2 hits already.
Basketball, football. You feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Just
Ball,
missed.
that's out.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
And that
Too
is
low.
downstairs. And the count is 2-0. First and second, no outs. Here at the bottom of the 7th.
Back outside.
Fouled away.
Back, that's out of play.
Now it's 3-1.
Challenge with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
Now front, pulls
Ooh,
out
good
one
hit,
foul.
but
Now it's
fouled.
3-2.
3-2.
And that'll lower
And
the
too high. That's 3 walks in a row. I mean, AJ, how do you feel about that? Now that your team has the bases loaded, there are no outs,
Marcus Simeon, the next to hit.
and
1 for 3.
I mean, right now the Texas Rangers could put this game away right now, for all intents and purposes here.
I'm not sure where their clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots.
Let's find out.
First pitch misses.
Well, I think
Bit
it's
too
the
far
ability
away.
to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
Yeah, check swing. 1-1.
Bases juiced, no outs. Swing and a miss. Now he's in a 1-2 hole.
Let me see. Are we still live? Yeah, we're still live. Okay, I just want to make sure that we didn't. Oh yeah, we are. All right, cool. Anyway, foul and 1 and 5, 1 and 2. Excuse me, is the count. I can't talk. Fouled again. Too low.
In the dirt. Nothing happening on the bases, though. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Fouled off again.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to
Eight pitches at this at bat here.
Create just a little bit
Too low. Now it's a full count.
3-2 now.
Swing and a miss. And a strikeout to Simeon. Oh, that's a huge strikeout for Kittredge, but they're still not out of the woods yet.
And they're aimed at keeping everything at the knees, get ground balls, but because hitters get a swing path that can lift balls at the knees up in the air and over the fence, this pitch has come back.
And all right, let's see who's up next.
Some special things with it.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Andrew Kittredge will depart. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Orioles.
Keegan Aiken,
Really
sorry.
tough spot to come into out of the bullpen. Bases loaded with multiple outs to get in a tight ball game. A lot can happen right here.
What are holds?
And here's Corey Seager to hit. Fastball for a strike at 95.
Corey Seager up next.
Dangerous hitter at the plate. Inside, just missed.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Now a
Ooh, nice
streamer
hit.
into the
Is it going to
outfield.
drop?
Mullins
Nope.
makes the grab. Runner tagging from third.
And a runner that tags in to third, and that's going to score.
It's 5-1.
Good piece of hitting right there. He's
Young. So Young manages to tag up.
Nice job of the outfielder
As you can see,
running it
Young
down.
tags up,
Still comes away with the sac fly, though, RBI.
and that's a sacrifice fly. So Young does score, so the bases are no longer loaded, but there are still runners at first and second with 2 outs now. And of course, you have Rob Gamer who did this. Look at this.
Homer back into third was an important swing of the bat in this one.
Yeah, there's no doubt he helped set the tone fairly early, and certainly part of the reason why they've got the lead right now.
Yeah, Rob just showed how much he is the man. But can he do it again?
And that one pulled
Oh,
foul.
almost. But foul.
2 outs. In the air.
Ooh, good hit. But it's not far enough.
And that is that.
Well, the Rangers do add another run, so it's 5-1.
We look ahead to inning
So we go to
number 8.
James, Henderson, and
Rangers
Westberg.
5, and the Orioles 1. Welcome back, and a new arm
Jacob
on the mound
Webb
to start
is
the
up
8th.
next.
Jacob Webb. And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And into the box for Baltimore, Joshua James. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game.
Let's see what Joshua can do here. Good hit,
Foul out of play
but
off to
foul.
the right. That misses. And 1-1. Movement in the bullpen. Sean Armstrong.
Sean Armstrong is about to get ready.
Delivers a pitch.
Ooh, that got him.
95.
That got him looking. That was close.
That one missed.
Ooh, a bit too inside. 2-2.
Just misses the mark outside.
Just
the zone.
out, but
That's a good pitch there.
it's now 3-2. Full count.
A little up and in, just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it.
Fouled away
you go
again.
back as you jog back to the dugout.
Another foul out.
That one misses.
Too low, and Joshua gets his second walk of the game.
It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Here's the Oriole cleanup hitter, Gunnar Henderson.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much. This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
And that's way high. And the
1-1?
1-1.
Too low and too far down away.
Aboard here at
2-1 is the count.
Fastball the inside.
Ooh, got him good.
Strike.
2-2. Now Henderson will have to protect.
That's off the
Two.
mark. And that's ball 3.
A bit too inside. 3-2.
And on the mound, he's already thrown 13 pitches. They've got him working hard out there.
Here comes a 3-2.
Fouled away.
Left side, he'll see. Good
Fouled
job to
again.
fight that one off. And the 3-2. Fights it
Oh,
off.
good hit,
Another.
but fouled.
3-2.
Ooh, too low. And
Really good hitting the baseball.
that's one down.
So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Next to hit, Jordan Westberg.
Westberg is 0 for 3. If the Orioles are going to come back, he's got to come up with something big.
First off,
If not, at least get on base. I mean, at least Joshua got on base twice via walks, but on base nonetheless.
The Rangers leading by 4, and we're at the top of the 8th.
Too far. 1-2.
Count 1-2. Stays alive.
Fouled away. Fouled again.
That's a ball.
Too high. 2-2. And way inside, but he swung at it anyway. Strikeout. That's back-to-back strikeouts for Webb. But who's up next?
Jacob Webb gives way. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Well, I will say this. Webb did his job. He got 2 strikeouts after allowing a walk.
So they turn things over to the right.
Sean Armstrong. All right, this is going to drive me crazy. What's a hold?
And next for the Orioles, Colton Cowser. Ball one there. There's the strike.
Oh, it's an unofficial stat. So one is awarded to a relief pitcher who meets the following criteria.
And now first and second with 2
Appears in
outs.
relief, is not the starting pitcher when his team is leading. He is not the winning pitcher
Here's the left fielder.
and qualifies when he enters the game with the lead of no more than 3 runs and maintains the lead for at least 1 out. Okay. See, I did not know that. That's actually new to me.
That's the ball.
So we have 2 down and a runner at first and second. Tyler O'Neill, 1-0. Make it 2-0 against Armstrong.
Runners at first and second. And it is 2-1.
Well, make it 2-1 now. Oh, good hit, but foul. Oh, he was fishing for it, and he got caught.
So a job well done from the Rangers bullpen that time.
So we go to the bottom of the 8th with the Rangers getting one more opportunity to add to the lead before the Orioles have to go into the top of the 9th to at least tie or go ahead.
Near home plate, so it looks like we're going to have a double switch here.
But no, seriously though, AJ, how do you feel about your team's chances at this point? Or is it just a case of you don't want to celebrate until it's over, right? I don't blame you. Gregory Soto up next at the mound. At the plate is Jock Peterson, 1 for 3 with a double and a run.
Multi-time All-Star, 30 years old now. And he was born in the Dominican Republic. Pitch misses.
Oh, I did.
No
Oh, that was Soto he was talking about. All right. Fouled away.
Big swing and a miss.
Back-to-back strikes.
Hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
Well, I'm not sure who's in the chat, but let me know if you are.
Got him swinging.
Swing and a miss by Jock Peterson.
It was a good idea.
Well, that slider down and away. It's just kind
One
of
down.
slow depth. And 2 strikes you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate.
Back to,
you know you
Jake
can
Berger.
win, And you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Okay, so Patty's ready. All right.
Swing and a ground ball.
So it's going to be Patty and the Anaheim Angels against their opponents. And by there, I mean the Anaheim Angels.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Movement in the Orioles bullpen. Yennier Cano, the young right-hander.
Cano is getting ready in the bullpen. All right, so Patty's ready.
One down, base is empty.
Swing and a miss.
And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him
Another
out.
swing and a miss and a strikeout by Jake Berger. Jake Berger has gotten plenty of nothing burgers for his efforts. Josh H. Smith is up next.
Whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves.
Making his first appearance.
Tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
And first
Fouled away.
offering is fouled off. Swing and a ground ball base hit.
And a
right
ground
field.
ball base hit for Smith.
That keeps the inning going.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Josh Young stepping in for the Rangers. And that's in for a strike. And it's
Strike
0-1.
one.
Outside with a breaking ball. And that is
Ooh, good hit,
play.
but foul. 1-2 is the count. Oh, got past the first baseman, and
Throw stops the
we have
lead.
runners at first and second.
2 on and 2 out.
So the Rangers want to add some more insurance runs, which not a bad idea to do.
He reached out a walk his first time. Right
And
back
well, he hits it right to the
mound.
pitcher, and
Throw off line.
wait a minute! Oh, that was a bad throw, and
Getting away.
yeah, that was an error on the part of Soto. He just had to square up and get the out at first,
Blanco.
but now that's going to give Jose Blanco a chance to really do some damage here.
There is in the game.
AJ, I don't know about you, but if I'm you, I'm liking my chances here.
But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of
Strike one, though.
players that we see.
Josh Smith,
Yeah, his swing
Josh
is
Jung.
so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more
and now
base
Heim at
hits.
first.
Yo, war.
Too low.
1 strike.
When you look at the elite teams in the game right now,
I wonder if Emma's
there
watching
is
this.
Going to be the slug, no question about it. But the really good
Fouled away,
offensive
1 and
teams
2.
combine slug with more contact, with less swing and miss. On the ground,
And
Peterson. They take
hit
the
right
first
towards the
out
second, or the
to
shortstop,
escape a bases
then thrown to
loaded
second
jam
to get the out at
So they
second.
load the bases, but leave them stranded.
So it's 5-1 going into the ninth.
It's the Rangers 5.
So I may as well explain the situation we have here, especially whenever we get to the ninth inning.
We're back. It's the top of the
Dane
ninth.
Dunning
And there's
is
a
going to be in
Dane
relief.
Dunning.
for the
Now
Rangers.
the Orioles catcher, Adley Rutschman.
Struck out on just 3
So for the
pitches last
Orioles, it's very simple. They need to score 4 runs to tie. They need to score at least 4 to tie the game, or more to take the lead.
First pitch, look down to third. Yes, he did. That's a swing.
Anything short of that, and the Texas Rangers will win Game 1.
That's down and in.
Okay, so Emma is watching. Awesome. Well, hey, Jose did pretty well with the damage that he caused in a good way,
Next
you know,
pitch
for
misses,
baseball purposes.
2-1. Bullpen action for the Rangers. Luke Jackson, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Next pitch is down.
Too low.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
3-1 count over Dane Dunning.
That one misses.
Too far away, and that's the opening walk. If there's one thing you don't want to do if you're the Rangers, the last thing you want to do is start walking your opponents. 9 times out of 10, it never ends well.
So this is his first trip to the plate in this one. Oh, he doesn't get
Ooh,
the ball.
that was close. I thought that was going to be a strike, but a ball was called.
The Orioles down by 4 here in the late stages of Game 1. Next offering is
Got him.
in for a strike.
2-1. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Why am I not pitching? Well, that's because your team is up by 4. If it was like a 2-run lead or a 1 or 2-run lead, then they need you. But because you're up by 4, they're going to save you unless, of course, it starts to get dicey, and that's when they'll probably call on you. In fact, if Dunning doesn't get his act together, they're going to have to call you, AJ. So if Cedric Mullins comes through here and cuts the lead to like 2 or less, then that's when they're going to have to call it for you.
Over more of the plate, and that's where they can really do damage against a guy like this.
And another ball.
But yeah, that's how the closer works. It's like to close out the game when it's close. Fouled away.
They count now 2-1.
I would go further than that, Emma, but I'm not. But I'm going to keep it PG.
First and second, no outs here in Game 1 of the Wild Card Series.
Swing and a miss.
And it's 3-2.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity.
But yeah, like
here,
that's usually how they have closing pitchers, is when they need it, when they need them the most. But it's an inexact science, but that's really what it is. Ooh, good hit, but not far enough. 1 down. Although, wait a minute, the runner is going to tag.
Runners at the corners now. 1 away.
So now you have a runner at first and third. 1 down. Although, let's see, are they going to bring in AJ? Let's see. So while they got 1 out, and by they I mean the Rangers, Dunning gets 1 out, but he allowed 2 walks. In fact, there he is. You got your wish there, AJ. There he is. The cool kid himself. You can tell that it's AJ by the fact that he has a green glove, and it's also red.
Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Ryan O'Hearn.
All right, let's find out if AJ can close this out.
Yeah, there's the strike.
A knuckleball.
Situation with runners on, you got to get ahead in the count that you can dictate the rest of the at bat. Nice job right there.
Splits the
A
plate,
curveball.
and it's 0-2.
Back-to-back strikes.
He just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat.
So yeah, AJ, what do you think of your own character?
I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there in the mound.
Strikeout. 2 down.
And they're down to their last out.
Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while.
And of course, look who it comes down to. Joshua James, AJ Cool Kid.
James at the plate.
A bit too high.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. Here at the top of the ninth. And there's the strike.
Got him. Just inside the strike zone.
And
Too low.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
That one outside.
Quite a bit outside. 3-1 is the count.
The tying run in the on-deck circle. He's got to find the strike zone.
But yeah, AJ, you're in there.
They say you win.
Oh, there we go.
You got a full count. 3-2.
A check swing strike. Full count.
One strike away from securing.
And hit right towards the shortstop. And they got the out at first. The Rangers win. So AJ gets 2 outs, including a strikeout. And that's a W.
They take game 1 in front of their home fans.
Yeah, and you could argue there's even more pressure on you as the home team in a 3-game series. But these fans definitely showed up for this one. They had an impact, Boog, and their guys took.
Great job by the Rangers on winning game 1.
An elimination game in this same atmosphere in game 2. So that will be quite a test to keep their season alive.
Yeah, no doubt.
So Singy, as the numbers show, a great performance on the mound in this one.
Absolutely, and that really set the tone from the beginning. A fantastic effort.
5-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
All right, so AJ does get the save. How do you feel about that, Ben? Yep, GG's. Now, Cedric Mullins gave him a 1-0 lead, but after that, the Rangers scored 5 straight runs to win the game. Yay, Rangers, yes, Rangers. Of course, you still have game 2 to worry about, but for now, you get to chill. But no, seriously though, your buddy Rob Gamer hit a 2-run home run. And that was one of the major reasons why the Rangers were ahead for as much as they were. But AJ gets a save. And Hobie Milner gets a win. That's interesting. But yeah, Rob Gamer's 2-run home run was the big difference. I got to say, AJ, you did a great job drafting Rob and Jose. So, props to you, brother. Yep, let's exit. But congratulations. All right, so we're going to get to Patty's game with the Anaheim Angels. Okay, where's the Angels? Oh, there we go. We got it. View today's game. Yep. Okay, cool. It didn't skip any games. I was kind of afraid that that's what it would happen, but okay, cool. So, and as you can see, the starting pitchers are going to be Star Gamer, and the Warrior Empress. Well, and then, of course, you have the Granny Squad as part of the Angels. But then, of course, you also have Stargamer himself, as well as LD and Spike Ryan. Well, Spike Ryan, it's time for you to be in action, buddy. So let's get right to it. All right, so let me just reach out to those involved. Okay, so yeah, Spike Ryan's there. All right, so I'm going to start with the Starman. All right, so I got Star. Let me get LD. I haven't seen LD in a while. Oh, for Andromeda, that is... Wait, let me see. Where's... Oh, what? Hang on. Did my chat go... Oh. For some reason, I lost my chat, but then it came back. Kind of weird. All right. All right, so I got LD. And then, oh yeah, now I have to get the opponents. So, of course, Patty's here. So the only other person I need to get is Jennifer, because I know that Alicia... I mean, I'll share it with Alicia, but I just know that Alicia is inactive for a time. All right, let me get Alicia Sean. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I just noticed the I just noticed that the chat is cracking up apparently. All right. All right, so now that we got that, let's get started. And of course, we're going to Dyken Park. This place has gotten a lot of name changes over the years. And you know what? I remember Patty said that she was... Okay. You know, we'll close the roof this time around, as it is getting late. But I remember Patty said she started watching baseball as far back as the 60s. So you know what? Let's show off the pre-70s style. Let's do that. You know, just for kicks and giggles. All right. So, of course, Patty and Grand Empress are batting. Hey, what's up, Atticus?
From Dyken Park in Houston, we've got the American League Wild Card Series on the show. It's the Los Angeles Angels taking on the Houston Astros.
Well, welcome back to the show there, Mr. Atticus.
Your way next.
And of course, if we don't get to your game, we'll definitely get to the other game ones before long.
Just about set to go.
So there you see Star Gamer himself.
Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon.
Look at Star Gamer. He's definitely a star.
It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Strike one. Last game took forever. I said, yeah, I noticed, but but I wasn't but I just simply went with whoever was in the chat by the time we got to the next game, and Patty was in, so we just went with, you know, her team and the opposing team.
That one is upstairs.
Anyway, there you see Patty chase herself. And I got to say, Patty looks really good in this game.
1 out, base is empty.
Out of character, like, what do you think, Patty? Although Patty pops it up. And 1-2 down.
2 down, base is empty.
But then, of course, you have Grand Empress.
She's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. Check swing, and
check swing.
Strike one.
Your balls, 1 strike.
Of course, one thing that the pre-70 style didn't have was number of pitches. You like how you look? Awesome. Although, ooh, for a moment I thought I was going to be fair, but nope. Too low.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got her looking. 1, 2, 3 for the Astros. The Astros will be at bat in just a moment. But of course, there you see Warrior Empress. And of course, Warrior Empress was instrumental in helping me create her character. And I gotta say, she looks really good.
Depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if she can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters.
First up is Jose Altuve, and he's been around for the Astros going back to their 2 championship wins in 2017 and in
Altuve has
2022, I think.
the Astros.
Yeah, 2022.
So many seasons in Houston that he's the only player to be named in all.
Or was it 23? I forget.
While playing for the same team.
I'll have to look back, but I just. Oh no, it was 2023, I believe. Yeah.
They moved to the AL West.
Packed house here at Dyke Park.
0-2 is the count. Fouled away.
The count remains 0-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Change up.
Swings and hits one.
And he hits it, but it's caught by who else? Patty Chase.
One down. Jeremy Pena, the next to hit.
Jeremy Pena up next. So.
She saved the extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's her friend,
So it might just come down to a pitcher's duel. Which pitcher is going to crack, or better yet, which one is going to stay
in there for a strike.
Stay cool under pressure. Swing and a miss.
Strikeout. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3. Here's Yordan Alvarez.
Alvarez up next.
That's a ball. And that is ball 1. There's the strike, 95 of that one. That one pushed to
Fouled away.
Foul. Two down, nobody on. Try to get him to chase on a changeup that
2-2 is the count.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Ground ball right
And hit right to the second baseman, and they get the out at first. Another 1-2-3 inning. So it's a stalemate, but like I said, it's going to come down to which pitcher's going to crack.
And now it's the Angels
But up now is Mike Trout. If he can reach back into his bag of performances, he might be able to help this team win. Ooh, got him right on the line. I'd have thought that was going to be a ball. Too low.
Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Star Gamer doing pretty well. Got him looking.
So up next, Zach Neto. On the ground.
And he hits it right to second. They get the out at first. 2 down.
2 up, 2 down.
Travis Darnall.
Space is empty. Here is Darnall. And there's a
Fouled away.
The next pitch misses.
Well, I will say this, though, Mr. Atticus. If you're still here, let me know, and, we'll go from there.
Was down enough where you're going to catch up to one, that's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touching him.
Next offering upstairs.
Swing and a miss. That's back-to-back 1-2-3 innings for the Astros, defensively at least.
Bottom of the inning, and stepping in for the Astros.
Okay, now this is going to be a real test. Spike Ryan.
Postseason baseball. There's a buzz in the air every pitch.
If Houston's going to win this, he's got to come up big.
First offering, and it just misses.
There really is a different feel to the postseason. I only got 5 games of postseason action in my playing career, but I treasured each of them.
2-0. And the next pitch is way outside.
2-0.
Right through there for a strike.
2-1.
Next offering
And the crowd, the people in the crowd are chanting MVP. I imagine they're chanting it to Ryan. Although that time, the MVP just got shut out by the Empress.
Up next for the Astros.
The Warrior Empress. One down.
That one catches the corner.
Ooh, got the corner for Isaac Paredes. Paredes, excuse me.
Not an easy out by any means.
Second inning here, no score.
Check swing, strike.
And that is strike 2. And ball
Too low.
0-2 curve right there. Hitter kind of expects that. And good job of just showing that confidence and trying to get back into this count.
And hit right to second. No, wait.
Gets off a throw. He makes
Nope.
the throw, but it's not in time. And he reaches safely.
Well, with his
Is that a...
doesn't get a whole lot of
I'm not sure what that's going to be scored, if that's going to be a hit or if that's an error or anything.
The way that thing came off the bat, no surprise.
But we have a runner at first.
It's a very difficult
And given
play.
what the graphics were like prior to the 70s, they didn't have like the runner at first or anything to signify that. So just take it on faith for now that there's a runner at first. Swing and a miss.
Down front.
No
And at
ball,
first,
2
one away.
strikes.
Got him swinging on the curve.
Well, two down.
Registered 3 Ks in this one. Yainer Diaz up next for the Astros. Misses
That miss,
just
that's a
off
ball.
the outside edge. I think that was a
Ball
strike.
one.
Two outs. Fought off foul.
Fouled away.
And now 1 and 2. That's inside.
Fouled away again. Now the Astros are going to look to drive up the pitch count, even though we don't have any pitch count right now displayed. But no matter. Okay, so it was scored a hit. Okay, but even still,
All set for
the result is the
second
same.
inning. And now
0-0.
Yohan Moncada.
Moncada is up next. Fouled away.
Fouled off. And the 0-1. And that drops in
Back to back.
0-2.
inside.
Ooh, that was close, but it was out.
Because he never had time to.
Just a little too inside.
Velocity. You'd prefer that pitcher work.
Too low.
That one in the dirt, and it's 2-2.
2-2.
You got a full count.
That was too low again. 3-2, full count.
Got him.
Yeah, that was too low, but swung at it. One down.
Here's Joe Adele.
Another strikeout for Star Gamer.
Slice to right.
And that's a hit. So that's a no doubt about it hit for the Angels.
Be aggressive and got something he could handle. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way.
All right, so now we're at the top of the order with, or actually, no, not the top of the order. This is the bottom of the order with the Warrior Empress herself. So now you get to see Alicia go at bat. So let's see how she does. And I gotta say, you know, from one granny to another, her mother's look.
That clips the zone.
I imagine, you know, when her mother was her age, really, but right now it's 0-2.
And down on
Well,
strike
now
two.
making a strikeout,
So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. So the
and that was the direct head-to-head against Star Gamer.
to hit here. Struck out swinging.
Now we're at the top of the order now.
Fastball in for a
Fastball inside.
This guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Swine checks over to first, and he's back.
Oh, good hit! And that's a base hit.
And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
So we have runners at first and third, and for Los Angeles, this is their first real threat. And guess who's at bat? Patty Chase, who was instrumental in the success of the Milwaukee Brewers when they won the championship in Season 3. Too low. 1-1 is the count. So now it's head-to-head once again between Star and Patty Chase. Star Gamer and Patty Chase. Ooh, that was close. I thought for a moment that was going to be called a strike. But it's 2-2. Ooh, got her looking. And that will strand him. Great job there by Star Gamer. Jake Myers up next.
This one popped up.
And a pop-up. Well, he tried to go for the butt, but it popped. 0-1 is the count. Too low.
Next offered in there.
Inside, 1-2. You just get the feeling that if the Angels can come up with a string of hits, that they can steal this. They can win this game. Swing and a miss.
3 straight strikeouts.
3 consecutive strikeouts for the Warrior Empress. But now we have Star Gamer.
That one finds the zone. Strike 1. 0-1.
So now we have the first head-to-head between Warrior Empress and Star Gamer, but this time Star Gamer is hitting. Let's see what he does. Well, he does make contact with it, but he popped it up. 2 down.
Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
And hit right towards second, and they get the out at first.
And the Astros put down in order.
So 3 innings down, 6 to go, and it's 0-0.
And welcome back to the ballpark.
So
now,
back on the plate is Grand Empress, one half of the Granny squad. Ooh, got it in.
Over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there.
And that's through there for a strike. And the count is 0-2. Fastball is outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Oh, fouls it away. Still 1-2.
Good eye in that spot.
Ooh, that was close, but 2-2 now.
She doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so
and hit right towards Star Gamer, and it gets past him.
How long it takes to put her away.
And that's a hit by one half of the Granny squad. Great job there by the Grand Empress.
There's just no one there to knock it down. And now they've got some
but up now is Mike Trout.
Trout stands in now, looks at that one inside. All tied up here in Game 1 of the Wild Card Series. That's outside.
Nope, that's outside.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
2-1.
Kicks and deals. Swing and a
Ooh,
miss.
swing and a miss.
with 2 strikes.
Strike 2.
See some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Swing and a miss.
Another swing and a miss. 1 down. Star Gamer with another strikeout.
Zach Neto, 0 for 1. He grounded out his first at bat. And that one fouled
away.
That misses off the outside edge.
Fouled away again. 1-2.
Step off, throw to first, and she's back in safely.
Safe is Grand Empress. A swing and a miss. Star Gamer just showing up.
Darno digs in.
Got to give credit to Star Gamer. He's showing us what a star he is. Oh, that was a good hit there by Darno.
2 gone, but the go-ahead run.
I mean, of course he was part of the 21 Braves,
Next offering upstairs.
and that was a very stacked team. Oh, good hit, but foul again. If he could just straighten it out, he might be able to get a home run here. Swing and a miss.
And that's that. Bottom of the 4th. Now the number 2 hitter, Jeremy Payton. That's the 3rd.
Ooh, good hit. Right towards the third baseman, but they still get the out at first. 1 down.
Good recovery wasn't easy following the misplay. Alvarez
1 ball, no
stands
strike.
in here, takes ball 1 low.
Ooh, good hit, but hit right towards the third baseman again, and they get another out. Back to back.
A couple of quick outs. So next up for Houston, Ryan. This guy with big-time power and an elite
All right.
defender.
Once again, the rematch. Round 2 between the Warrior Empress and Spike Ryan. Spike Ryan at the plate.
70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed.
Ooh, got a good hit, but it was foul.
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. In
And
the dirt,
too low.
It's 1-2.
1-2.
Ball.
And ooh, a bit too inside. 2-2. Actually, quite a bit inside. Any more closer, and that would have hit his knee. And he hits it right up the middle and into the field.
First, digging for 2. Throws to second.
Although he got too greedy. Yeah, that was definitely a base hit, but he got too greedy. And Star Gamer, or not Star Gamer, sorry,
Game 1 of this
Spike
wild
Ryan
card series.
got
Here
caught
comes
in the
one
cookie
home.
jar.
On the ground to first.
Although a hit towards first,
Walker
1 down.
steps on the bag, 1 away here in the 5th. So digging in.
So we have Joe Adell, who has a single against Star Gamer.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome. It seems like within the 3rd or 4th.
Swing and a miss. 0-2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
I mean, this is definitely a pitcher's duel. If you like pitching, you'll like this game.
There. Now 1-2.
Swing and a miss.
Struck him out.
2 down.
He keeps putting up the Ks. That's number 11. Now to the
All right,
plate, the
second
pitcher.
round between the Warrior Empress
Right
and
now, but a
Star
dangerous
Gamer.
hitter here in this spot.
At least with Empress at the bat.
Warning track.
And this could be, I believe, out of here. It actually hits the
The
side.
Angels lineup. Luis Rengifo now at the plate. To third.
Wow. Warrior Empress got the home run. Well, they get the third out, but Warrior Empress hits a home run herself and is like, if you want something done right, do it yourself.
We head to the bottom of the fifth.
And the Angels take the lead 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the fifth.
First pitch doesn't find
Too bad we didn't get a replay, though. But then again, you know, prior to the 70s, they didn't have replays all that often.
Swing and a miss at 100.
Yeah, they didn't have replays back then. But yeah, Patty, when we get to game 2, we're gonna go into the 70s and the 80s. So, you know, we'll do that for you. Swing and a miss.
Him out. And now it's Christian Walker. Struck out swinging his first time. Walker, 33 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2012.
Oh, fouled away.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Ground ball, left
That's a foul
side,
ball.
and foul ball. One down base.
If I ever did a franchise mode in Madden, which team would I rebuild? The Raiders.
Ball, 2 strikes.
Definitely the Raiders. And I certainly would have, like, I still have MLB, or not MLB, sorry, Madden 20, back when they were still in Oakland. I would have made it to where the Raiders never left Oakland, but alas, c'est la vie. But no, it would be the Raiders without question.
Next offering upstairs. Way high.
Ball count.
And he couldn't hold
A-
back. He's rung up
A
on
check
the
swing strikeout, 2 down.
Diaz digs in now.
Well, Patty, I got to ask you something. Well, actually, I'll wait until the Minnesota Vikings or Carolina Panthers. Yeah, given that those two teams have never won a Super Bowl. I mean, okay, so technically the Vikings did win an NFL championship, but that was like during the first 4 years of the Super Bowl, and it was during the 4th year of the Super Bowl that they won it,
Strike one.
but they never won a Super Bowl, and neither have the Panthers. But those are two teams that I could totally see somebody doing a good job with.
And that one missing low. Tying run.
All right, so 1-1 is the count. Now Houston is down by 1. And nice hit, but hit right towards third, and they get the force at second. All right, well, now that Patty's getting back to the dugout, I got to ask Patty her thoughts, or actually, never mind. I'll wait until Patty finishes her at bat. But I wanted to ask her how she feels about Warrior Empress hitting a home run herself, and against Star Gamer nonetheless.
Now a pop-up on the infield.
Although a pop-up by Patty,
Underneath it. And
one
there's
down.
He's controlling things out there on the mound.
Next up, we have the Grand Empress,
He's been in attack mode
who
since
is
the very
1 for
start.
2 with a single.
swung on,
And
belted.
this might go out. No, it's off the wall.
The throw into second.
And that's going to be safe.
Well, no way
It's
to
a
get
double.
out there. She was ready to swing
Wow.
the first pitch. Challenged her with
Just a
fastball.
little bit higher, and that would have been out. Or a bit to the left, and that would have been out.
And now batting, Mike Trout.
Her home run was awesome. Yep. I have to imagine that it was passed on by her mom. I mean, really, in order to become the Warrior Empress, she had to have learned from the Empress in full, and that was the Grand Empress.
For a strike and quickly nothing at 2.
However, the game is far from over. I will say that right now.
An open base and a runner on second. He's gonna have to really
Although I'm not sure why they keep showing the messages from before, but anyway, another strikeout by Star Gamer.
Strikeouts on the day.
We're at the top of the 6th.
Neto, the next to hit for the Angels. 0 for 2 in this
So we have
one.
2 outs and a runner at second, that being Grand Empress.
That's a strike. 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
And another hit, and a bit too high, and a bit too hard. All right, well, that's 5.5 down. The Angels still lead 1-0.
And we're back. Here's a big
All right, so we have round 2 of Star Gamer and Warrior Empress with Star Gamer as the batter.
That's a strike.
Some hitters just
And I imagine Brandon's going to hope for Star Gamer to respond in kind with a home run himself.
Swing and a miss.
Although right now he's down 0-2 in the count. But instead he hits it right to the second baseman, and they get the out at first. 1 down.
The leadoff hitter in the 6th. Jose Altuve up to hit here.
Altuve always seems to be setting records or reaching milestones, Boog. In 2023, he became the fastest player to reach 2,000.
Swing and a miss.
200 home runs and 200 stolen bases in MLB history.
The fastest player to get 200 to hit 200 home runs and steal 200 bases. The fastest to do it. That's incredible.
Inside, and that's ball 1.
And then a pop-up,
That's out to center.
and a nice catch there by the shortstop. 2 down.
Now a chance for Jeremy Pena.
No, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back in
Right
the
now,
outfield.
right now, Warrior Empress is in charge here.
But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Inside corner for a strike. It's 0-1.
Fouled away.
Fouled off. He was late. 2 down, nobody on. That one missing inside.
A bit too inside, and actually quite a bit inside. 1-2.
Foul ball still.
Fouled again.
1-2 count. Lifted in
And hit, but not far enough.
Nabs it. And that is
All right,
the
that's the
third
end of
inning.
6 innings, and at the end of 6, it is still 1-0 Los Angeles.
Back here in Houston, and now the catcher comes up to him. Travis d'Arnaud. Close
No, that
one,
missed.
doesn't
That's a
get
ball.
the call. 1-0.
Well, it's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even
Swing and a
when
miss.
He misses
1 ball, 1
outside the
strike.
strike zone, which is exactly what a pitcher wants.
Fouled away.
Fouled off. And they'll
Another
do it
foul. 1-2.
again. Breaking ball
2-2.
inside.
2-2 by Star Gamer. Or that's the count, I should say. Sorry. Swing and a miss.
Struck him.
Well, I will say this, though. Star and Warrior Empress are getting a lot of strikeouts.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over
And
70%
hit,
of the
but
guys he's
foul.
faced in this one.
0-2.
That misses
1-2.
1-2 to count.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up
Outside,
a following
that's a ball.
pitch to help you get that out.
See ya.
Ooh, got him looking.
For the second time today.
It was just inside enough to get called a strike, so
1 for
2 down.
In there at the knees. That's
All right.
strike 1.
It's 0-1.
Gets one in the strike zone, 1-0. Oh, 0-1. Sorry.
Fastball for a strike.
Make it 0-2.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the late stages of game 1. That
Too
one
low.
misses.
1-2.
Ball 1.
Swing and a miss.
And he strikes out the
Now it's time for the
second
7th inning stretch.
today. the last half of the seventh. Now the left fielder, Yordan Alvarez. A little bit high. Ball one. And another ball.
0-2.
Plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
So far, both these pitchers have made it all the way to the seventh and hit right towards the second and could not get the. All right, so Alvarez getting an infield single. So if you're Houston, this is an opportunity for you to get back in this, and especially given at this point that Empress is starting to slow down a little bit. All right, so this is a third round between Spike Ryan and the Warrior Empress. Spike Ryan has one hit already. And although hit right towards second, they get one, but they don't get the second. So Spike Ryan does make it, but via the fielder's choice. So they get the out at second. Getting the out at second. And so it's one down. Ooh. Oh, that's right. Spike Ryan got a single, but he got too greedy, and he got thrown at second. Although, ooh, good hit, but foul. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Empress. Warrior Empress. Christian Walker struck out twice already. Too low.
Let's see if they send him.
No, that's out.
That's, yeah, 2 out. Yeah, that's out.
Earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Got it in. 2-1.
It's looking pretty sharp today. Just a solid pitching performance so far.
Uh-oh, they got him.
The tag, and they got him.
Yeah. They jib-baited him. They jib-baited him.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start.
Or as they used to call it, they got him in a pickle, and they caught him in the pickle jar. So that's kind of the old saying back in the day. If I'm wrong, Patty, do let me know. Josh Hader is up now.
So a pinch hitter in the pitcher's
And
spot.
we have a pitch hitter in Tyler Ward. So when we have a pitch hitter, that just simply means that Warrior Empress is done for the rest of the game, but she did pretty well.
And the first pitch fastball is
For 7 innings. I got to say, Patty, what do you think? Okay, so I was right. All right, cool. But yeah, Patty, what did you think of Warrior Empress going 7 innings, which is very rare when in the past most pitchers used to go like either the complete game or at least 8 innings.
On the ground, right
And a hit?
side.
Nope,
And it
foul.
goes just foul.
Yeah, that's definitely great. It definitely helps the bullpen stay fresh. Swing and a miss. Josh Hader gets one.
Change-up, and it was successful.
1 down.
Luis Rengifo, the next to hit for the Angels. 1 for 3. And first off,
Fouled away.
fouled off. Hader, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a
Circle pitch.
Circle.
Anyway, that's a circle changeup. If you're wondering what the CIR is, that's a circle changeup.
The 1-1
Fouled away.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find him, doesn't have the control and command that day, you pretty much forget about it.
And a hit off his glove, but I'd hate but I'd hesitate to call that a. Paredes took a pop to the face on that last play. Oh, this is bad.
Mauricio Dubon, and he'll be the injury replacement, taking over third.
All right, so Mauricio Dubon is going to take over, but yeah, that's bad.
0 for 3 in this one.
Because if the series continues and Houston gets to a game 3, or even past that, you know, you just have to hope that Dubon is going to be able to hold his own. Anyway, nice hit there by Patty, and nope, not quite far enough. 2 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there.
But now you have the other half of the Grandy squad. 2 for 3 with a single and a double.
Number 61 in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Just off the outside edge, and it's 2-0.
2-0.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Rengifo leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
2-1 is the count.
Right through there for
2-2.
Swing and a high
and
ball out towards right field. Barber
well,
pulls it down,
that could have. Well, that was a great play there by the right fielder. It's still 1-0.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th.
So now we have Ben Joyce taking over for the Warrior Empress. So it's going to come down to how he does.
There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason.
I mean, right now it's a 1-0 game, and
one-run game. Christian Walker.
We're going to find out how Houston is going to do now that they don't have to deal with the Empress anymore.
That one in triple digits.
All right, 2-seam fastball. Fouled away. Another foul.
Looking to get the tying run on base.
Ball.
And a count 1-2.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
2-2.
Swing and a miss. 1 down.
Struck him out. So next up for Houston, Yainer Diaz.
Well, so far so good if you're the Angels. Too low, though.
Just off the outside edge.
2-0.
Fastball for a strike.
2-1.
And that's a little bit high.
But too high, though.
And a strike right
3-2. Now it's a full count.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Ooh, what a hit! And is it out? No, it's not out. But it's off the wall. So now we have a double. And for Houston, this is their first real opportunity to do some damage.
Maybe a little more elevation under it and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time. And now a crucial opportunity to tie up this game with another base hit.
All right, so Jake Myers 0 for 2, but this is his chance to get off the schneid
So the
and come up huge here.
drilled in the air.
And that's going to be hit.
Field. Pulls it.
Wow, what a catch by Patty Chase.
He tags it second, and he moves up to third. Now 2 away.
However, the runner at second now advances to third on a tag up.
Big at bat for him with the tying run in
Victor
scoring position.
Caratini being summoned as a pitch hitter. And this is a big one. And what a shot!
Right field, way back,
And it's gone! Houston takes the lead, 2-1.
It's 2-1. Well, that swing changes things.
Yes, it does. They were in striking distance. They found a way to fight back big time.
So the Angels,
I mean, that's got to be heartbreaking if you're Patty and the Angels, but
here's the
game's still not over, though.
Jose Altuve. And first offering is fouled off.
fouled away. But now Houston takes the lead. Now I have to ask how Brandon feels now. You know, given that Brandon and Patty are on opposite sides of this whole thing.
And a foul ball.
Not by choice, but, you know, by the fact that each one was drafted on different teams.
Good eye
Too
right
low.
there. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
You're doing your best. Well, hey, I got to say, your teammates came up huge.
That misses the zone.
You know, one to get on base and then another to hit a home run. And just like that, your team is up.
Knocks that one away and
Fouled
we'll do it
away.
again. 3-2.
But we're about to get to the ninth inning, though.
On the ground to the left.
Well, hit right to third, and they get the out at first, but the damage was done. So we get to the top of the ninth, and I'll explain the situation in a moment. As we get to Miss LD. So of course LD is the relief pitcher, and I gotta say, LD looks really good in her human form.
Here's Trout.
Well, anyway, it's very simple. Los Angeles, the Angels need 1 run to tie, 2 runs or more to take the lead. Anything short of that, and Houston will win Game 1.
And fouled off.
Good hit, but foul. So now it's up to LD to finish the job. Swing and a miss. Well, that's 1 down.
Strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. And next for the Angels, Zach Neto.
Swing and a miss.
And it's 0-1.
So many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas.
Swing and a miss.
So hard to play
No
catch-up.
balls, 2 strikes.
Too high.
And the count is 1-2.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. It's going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind the...
Ooh, swung and a miss.
Down on strikes.
2 down,
Out of the bullpen.
and 1 to go, and we have Travis.
And now it's Travis d'Arnaud. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases.
And Travis d'Arnaud, thankfully I had something to drink,
In the first,
having struck out 3 times, but if he can come up big, then all will be forgiven.
Fastball for a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs.
So I'll tell you what. Unless somebody else comes in,
Come back in there to try to finish you off.
I might save the game 1s for another time, which I'll talk to the owners and find out a time and a place to do it. You know, whether it's on a Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, definitely Friday, at the very least. Got him! And Houston, they were down 1-0 for a majority of this game.
They take game
I mean, there was a time when it was 0-0, but then the Astros stole it in the bottom of the 8th, and they got the job done. And you could also thank LD for that. But yeah, Brandon, it's a classic case of
Yeah, no doubt.
a classic case of
we look at the final numbers, but this was a good one.
Yeah, it was a low-scoring game.
You're only as good as the team that you're with, and the team that you're with definitely pulled through. I imagine you're very proud of your teammates, and especially with LD closing the game and Star Gamer keeping it a 1-0 game for as long as it was. But for Patty, it's not over. There's still one more game to go, at the very least. But it's a must-win for the Angels. But yeah, there's that home run by the Warrior Empress. But then here's one by Caratini, and he came up huge. If he doesn't hit that home run, we're talking about the Angels winning Game 1. But as it is, the Astros pull through, and thanks to LD, she came through. The final score, Houston 2, Los Angeles 1. Anyway, the player of the game, of course, goes to Star Gamer, despite him giving up that one run. Ben Joyce gets the loss as he allowed that 2-run home run. Yeah, LD definitely pitched great, and Josh Hader got the win. And then LD gets the save. All right, so let me confirm the exit really quick. All right, so let's see. What do we have here? Oh, yeah, let me exit over. No, not that. Okay, there we go. I was trying to get back to this screen right here. So, of course, we have both of our American League Game 1s done. But as far as the Game 1s on the National League side, and of course I understand that Atticus's girls are in charge of 2 different franchises in 2 different series. So yeah, Atticus, if you're still in the chat, let me know. Otherwise, I could save your games for another time. It's not a problem. Hey, what's up, Riley? How you doing, man? Speaking of Riley, of course, Riley was chosen by the Toronto Blue Jays. And, of course, Toronto already has the first-round bye, so even if I wanted to feature Riley, he's with the Toronto Blue Jays, and they already have the first-round bye, so in other words, he gets to chill. But aside from that, how's everything going there, Mr. Riley? How you doing, man? I'll give Atticus, or basically anybody who is part of the other 2 series that hadn't had a game yet, that isn't part of a team that is in the second round. A game. If not, I will save those other 2 matchups. It's not a problem. You're doing good? Awesome. The Mets and the Angels in this? Yes, they are. Although the Angels just lost. Just relax, bro. Let me take a look at this. Hey. Be cool, bro. Just be cool, bro. Okay. There. Sorry about that, guys. Anyway. But yeah, Jose, you definitely came through when it came to the Texas Rangers game against Baltimore. My mom is on the Angels, Jose. Watch your mouth. Yes, you certainly don't want Emma to, start turning into the Hulk or in dragon form and then just beat the brakes off of you. All right, so I'll give 2 more minutes. If not, then I will raid somebody. So in the meantime, let me see who I can raid in the meantime. I see Lens of Truth. That's one guy you can check out. Oh yeah, let me look at the chat really quickly. You're on the Rangers. What's your excuse? Yeah, exactly. And plus, don't worry about the Mets. They got to worry about the Marlins in the meantime. And just as much as you got to wait until, you got to worry about the Baltimore Orioles and then the Toronto Blue Jays before you might even have to worry about the Angels. So, yeah. Thank you, Brandon. I appreciate that. Oh, okay. Well, finally it starts to display the older ones, but, well, it is what it is. Okay, so it looks like we got somebody to look at. Carlos is just chilling. Well, of course, for Carlos, he's with the Philadelphia Phillies, and of course he's going to await the winner. Well, he and his team are going to await the winner of the Mets and the Marlins. And then, like I said, Riley is with the Toronto Blue Jays. And with that, ooh, okay. Looks like we got somebody to raid. And you know what? It's apropos because this guy came up huge for the Texas Rangers. He wasn't the only one, but he definitely provided a big reason for that. And you know what? I'll put him in the chat. Hello, Jasmine Weeks. I think I've seen you before. How are you? I think I've seen you before. Let me check you out, or your channel at least. A girl in a band. That's interesting. But I think I've seen you before, or at least I think I've seen you before. Jasmine Weeks. Well, it's nice to meet you, though. Which, definitely the Athletics, just because they're in the situation that they're in. All right, so there's the guy I'm going to raid. And that's Rob Gaymore. He's the man with the Midas touch. Yeah, I probably did see you in another stream. But anyway, here's the wrong hashtag. Sorry. And we'll do a different hashtag. It's going to be called TJ the Show Raid. You know, just to spice things up a little bit. Oh, you are? Well, let's raid into his show. Until then, this is the Blue Toad to Jew 22, and of course I'll talk to Atticus and as well as the other owner for the other two matchups. In this case, the Mets, the New York Mets. In this case, that would be Brooklyn Joker, and then for Cincinnati, that would be me. So I'll have to talk to Atticus and Joker on when's a good time to do their game ones. And when I say their game ones, I mean the two of them, not counting myself. Until then, have a good night, everybody. And I will see you over at Rob's show. But at the very least, I will see you on Monday. Until then, peace. Love you. Bye.